Hello everyone, today we're talking about the Padlet website, an interactive board that you can use with your students, other teachers, other people. It's something very nice that you can use all together and create something together. So first thing first, you sign up for the free version, you just click on it and you sign up with your Google account. So I already have an account in Padlet, so I just click on login. As you see, I go through my Google, and this is the thing that you see after you go into your Google account. So I already have a few boards here. Your max at this site is 5 boards on the free version. You can create another account through another email, but let's start with the 5 first ones. Usually I create a board for a grade or for a course or anything like this. Also here I have some other boards that other people created and I connected into. So let's look at one of the boards. I want to show you something that you can create with your students. So this is the board that I created just yesterday with my 7th grade. So the thing that you do is you create a board, you send a link. In a second we will look at it, but I wanted to show you the results first. So I go into the board. The only thing that I did here is create the board itself, and then I sent the link to my students, and those are all of the things that they put in here. So I go out of this board for a second. Just stick in. So let's start with creating a new one. So you click on Make a Padlet, and you have to choose the option that you like the most. So I really like the wall itself, but we will look at other ones a little bit later. Another one that I use a lot is the timeline. It's very nice, but let's click on the wall. They give you the basic Padlet wall. Here you have the modify part. Here we can choose a name for our Padlet. So let's say vocabulary course Padlet. Or let's do not a Padlet, wall. Vocabulary course wall. You can add something very cute or nice here. I really like the descriptions that they give, but a lot of times you can just write your directions or the things that you want them to do. Here we have the link to it, and now we will talk about it later. You can choose a different wallpaper. So for example, I really like the pictures one. Let's say that I want our word wall to be with this background. I go back. You can choose the type of font that you want, the positions. So if a person writes something, you can choose where it would be, the first one or the last one. I prefer the first one. And you can click on require approval. So if you want the posts of your students to go through your approval first, please click on the approval one. Then you click on next. Start posting. This is the part of creating the wall. So I had to move myself a little to show you this important button. The phone option for the Padlet looks the same, and they also have this specific button. You have to show it to your students so they would know what to use. You just click on it, and this is the option to add a post. So in the subject, you write anything that you want. You can write, I always tell them to write their name. So let's say Alex. And a lot of times, the first post that I post is the directions post, the things that I want them to do. Here, you have a lot of options. So you can upload something from your computer, you can take a picture, you can put a link. And one of the newer options that they have here is the image search, which I really like. You just click on it, and you can find something that instead of going to Google, finding a picture, downloading it into your computer, and then uploading, you can just search for something here. So those are searches that I did before. So let's say that I want a picture of a beach. I go into here and I search for a picture that I like. So let's say, for example, this one. I choose it and we put it on my post. Here I can say, I don't know, let's say, describe, just a second, describe this picture in 5 sentences, for example. Just write it, and I click on publish. Here we have my posts. So when you have a lot of students and you send the link to them, they can post in the same time, and it's something that it's very nice to show it on the board. They see as their posts go up. As a teacher or as a different person with the link, you can edit those posts. So for example, I didn't like something that the student wrote, I can edit it and I can change it. Or I can also change my post. So for example, if I didn't like it, I can add something. For example, please use the next vocabulary, which is something that is very nice. And here I can write it and I click on update. Those are the posts. Now, if you have another post, let's put another picture. Let's put a picture of the sea. So let's say that I decided on this picture. When you have a few posts, you can move them around and you can create the wall that you like the most. Now, how do we send it to our students? So we go. Oh, sorry about the cut. I had to start again for a second. How do we send it to our students? We click on the share one, copy link. I like to copy the link. It copies it into your computer at the second that you click on it, and you can send it. You can get a QR code, which is very nice if you show it on the board and then they just scan it, and then you close it. Now, each of the each of the people who got the link can modify it, but this is something that you can change. Just click on change privacy, and no, just a second. Yes, here. So you click on change privacy and you can decide if they can write, can read, can edit. Okay, you click on the thing that you like the most. I like to give them the options to just write. Click on it to go back, and we close it from here. Now let's say that you had fun with this board and this is the board that you created for some specific class, and now you want to do something new with them. You click on these three buttons here and you can clear all of the posts that they created. They ask you for a specific code for you to not just erase it by mistake, and you click on delete. And here you have your wall clean and ready to use again. Now let's look at a few of the different options that we have here. Another board that I like to use is the timeline one. So you can put the posts on a specific timeline. It's very nice. It's very cute for long texts and for the classes that you work on something like this with them. And another one that I like is the shelf one. So you click on select. Here again you create your own Padlet from the start. Let's click on next. I don't change anything here, but you can also always change for something that you like. Let's click on start posting. So my first section, for example, it's Sunday. Let's say that here are the things that I want them to do on Sunday, Monday, and etc. And here they give you the option to put your posts into the sections. So when you click on the plus here, they put their post. Let's go for a picture of a beach again, and we put it on the specific section that we like. Now again, let's say that I worked with it, I liked it, and now I want to create something new. I can change my format, so I can decide on anything that I like. You can click, for example, on canvas, where you can just move things up the places that you want them to move, which is also very nice. And those are the things that we can do here. Now, when we go back to our home page, I can see that I have 5 walls here, which is the maximum of the walls that I can create. And I want to create something new. I don't want to touch any of those ones. I want to start from the start. So I just delete one of the Padlets that I had. Again, it asks you all those numbers here for you to pay attention that you erase something, and here I have the option to create something new. So this is a website that I really like. This is not my first account here. I have Padlets that I don't want to erase, so I just opened a new account with my new email. So my students like it, I like it, and I hope that you will like it. Good luck!